I ended up putting it on the Tesla. I'm going to be trying it out on the BRZ and the Tesla. On the BRZ, as you guys know, I have the other one on, and I just wanted to compare it with the Tesla. I'm going to be doing it with the 12 volt because the Tesla does not have an ordinary OBD2 reader. It has like a separate thing that unfortunately it would not work. Unfortunately, this one would not work on the Tesla. So I'm just going to be doing it with the regular 12 volt switch, the lighter switch. It also has an opening for a USB. The end of it that connects to the dash cam is also USB-C. So it's very easy to pretty much just plug in just like that. And I'm just going to do a little bit of test trial, very simple, where I'm just going to have the wire kind of like loosely put right here. And then it goes in here where it just connects from like right here, just like that. Very simple. You can see the light turn on. It's a blue light, and it's going to be giving power to the dash cam. And I'm just going to pull this out just like that. I already installed the micro SD card, so I'm just going to be setting this up, and I'm also going to take out the little cover on the dash cam right here just to kind of get rid of all that. And I'm just going to have it set up. I'm going to loosen the wire up a little bit more, have it running down, and I'm going to have it like this for a few days where it's just going to be driving it on the Tesla. And then I'm also going to be putting it on the BRZ. Right now it's been kind of raining. I don't know if you guys could kind of tell it's been raining. So I haven't been able to drive the BRZ much just because of the rain. And the roads here, out here in the Bay Area are terrible. So I really don't want to hydroplane. So I'm going to be driving it with the Tesla just to kind of use it and try it out. And just like every dash cam nowadays, you kind of need one that has a backup camera. So that's how it looks like. It shows you the little red icon that it's recording. It also has like a compass, speed, time, and date. You obviously have to adjust. You kind of don't really need a GPS in case you really don't want to deal with that. It just depends on, you know, what type of vehicle you're going to be installing a dash cam on. I am going to be going to the settings and kind of adjusting it because it's a little too loud for me. Let's see, let's go through the settings a little bit. Video resolution 4K. Yeah, it's 4K. I mean, you can have it at 1080p 2.5K, but 4K is always better because you want to be caught in 4K, especially in a situation where somebody rear ends or hits your car or anything. Video length. Okay, so how long do you want the video to be when recording? A minute is honestly a good time, but you could move it up to 2 minutes or even 3 minutes. Personally, guys, I'll just keep it at the middle mark. That's 2 minute mark. I think that'll be more than fine. And then frequency. Let's go with the frequency. Do you want 50 hertz or 60 hertz? I really don't know what hertz are, so we're just gonna keep it at the 60. And G sensor, obviously there is a G sensor in case somebody hits your car. How high do you want it to have, where it's completely off, where you're not going to notice if somebody hits your car when it's parked that night, or very low, medium, or high? For information, I'm not going to show you guys that one. Format, obviously you should format and erase all data. In case you put the micro SD card already, format it. There you go. And it tells you. It's so simple, guys. I love technology. The fact that it could just tell you without you expecting it to tell you, that's pretty cool. Factory reset, and then date and time. So once again, today is not the 2nd, it's the 4th, and then that's all the information. So like I said, you could adjust everything. And then it has a file explorer, smart driving, calibrate. Oh, this is actually pretty cool information to have right there. So let's go ahead and start driving.
Recording started.
This is driving in the rain. We got this really crazy rainstorm today, and I just wanted to show you guys how it looks like in the rain. It captures the video very, very crispy, and it's, like I said, 4K, but you can also do 1080p. It just captures it really good. It almost looks like it's a lot better on the screen than in real life, which is kind of crazy. Okay, you can kind of see right there where it captures the license plate very well. Let me see if this car kind of goes a little bit forward, but you're able to see license plate right there. And that's pretty much one thing you do need whenever you're driving a vehicle. So I ended up installing the dash cam on my OEM mirror, and now all I'm going to be doing is connecting the rear view camera, where it has a lot of wire for it to go from the front of the vehicle all the way to the back of the vehicle. And it also comes with a little pry tool in case you need to use it. If you want to run it all throughout your pillars underneath, you could also do it through the bottom and the side of your car, whatever you choose, whatever you find it to be easier. This is a Tesla Model Y. I feel like it might be a little bit easier to run it through the bottom just because it's a 4-door vehicle. But if it's something smaller like the BRZ or a Miata, it might be easier to actually run it through the top of the vehicle. Maybe not Miata because it's a convertible. It also comes with a couple other things, and this one comes with the little screws, as you can see right here. If you were going to mount the rear view camera on the outside of the vehicle, you'll be using these two screws. Just to demonstrate in the video, I'm going to be mounting it on the inside of the car. That's kind of how I like to do it, just to keep it out of the elements. But realistically, guys, it'll do more than fine being outside in the elements. Having it on the inside just to show you guys a comparison of driving in the daytime with tint in the back, which is 5% tint, versus driving at night with the dash cam inside the vehicle with tint. I want to show you guys the before and after, the comparison, where I would recommend actually having it on the outside of the vehicle, because if you do have tint and you have dark tint like I do, which is 5% on top of 5%, the camera might not capture it as good, or it might not even capture it at all at nighttime. I want to show you guys how that's going to look like at night, so that's why I'm going to be installing it inside the vehicle. Make sure that this part right here is clean. You clean it very thoroughly, and it's going to have this pre-cut, already pre-cut, so you can kind of match how it looks like. And you're going to peel one side and then leave the other side, and then you're going to mount it on there. There's going to be one orientation. And just put a little bit of pressure. You could probably just use your fingers. And now you're gonna peel the backside part, and you're gonna mount it on the rear glass or wherever you want to mount it back there. But before you do all that, it comes with those little ties. Let's go ahead and loosen this up, just so you can have the wires out, and so you can kind of like move it all throughout it. It also comes with this red wire, which I believe this red wire is for you to hook up to your infotainment screen. So when you put it in reverse, it automatically goes to reverse. I'm not going to do that because, one, it's a Tesla, so it's going to be a little bit more complicated to do all that. But two, I don't really need it to be a rear view camera because my car already has a rear view camera. In case, let's say you were going to install this in an older vehicle or a car where you wanted another rear view camera, this will be the signal wire that you could use. So that's how it looks like. It's pretty much on there. I applied a little bit of pressure for like a minute, just holding it in place like this, and it has a little thing so it moves like this. This is driving at night with the dash cam, and it looks really good. Honestly, this dash cam, you couldn't even tell it was actual dash cam. It literally looks like a mirror. As you can see right now, it reflects very good, very crispy. This is how the night vision looks like. It looks really, really good. If anything, it actually looks like it's almost like night vision goggles. I love the way that everything's so bright and crispy, and you're actually able to see a lot better through the screen than right here with the main glass. Unfortunately, the rear does not look good because I have 5% tint on 5%. Let me just show you guys how it would look like if I had the rear camera on the outside. And this is why I recommend putting it on the outside and not the inside. Hypothetically, if I put the camera on the outside, it will look something similar to this, where it'll be a lot more crispier. You'll be able to see it, and it'll pretty much look like this, but just on the outside. But unfortunately, I mounted it on the inside, and all my vehicles have window tint in the inside, so for me it wouldn't really capture it. I think I might have mounted it a little bit wrong. I think if you're going to be mounting it on the inside with the double-sided tape, I would recommend not putting it on the little swivel part, because it looks like it's just going to be kind of like moving back and forth when you hit any type of bumps. I would actually recommend making sure that you tighten it so it doesn't swivel back and forth, and you put it in a good location where you can kind of tell right now it's basically as high as I could get it without it going any lower. Because if I move it a little bit lower, you're also able to move it like this. It goes inside the trunk, so you have to put it in a good location where you're going to be able to adjust it. It looks like for me, I just put it in the wrong spot, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is how it looks like in the daytime, how it looks like right here. And it pretty much looks similar to, the front. Once again, I have the rear glass tinted, so it's going to be a little bit darker. So I definitely recommend, if you are going to be mounting this, you can mount it on the outside, or if you just don't have tint as dark as me, then you'll be good and you don't really have to worry about that. One thing I really like is just, once again, how crispy everything looks. And you could do the double screen, and you're able to do a double screen right here so you can see both things. And it just looks so funny with it just moving back and forth, but it's cool that you're able to see both screens. One thing that I really like about Pelsee's camera is not only does it go and it shows you it like this, where it's like, let's say back to front, you could also swap it and it's front to back. So whatever way that you want to see it, or like let's say if the passenger wants to see it too and they want a certain screen closer to them, they're able to do that. They're able to manage whatever way they want to do it. And same thing, like I said, you guys could also attach the GPS so you guys can get the speedometer and everything, and you'll be able to get that information. For me, I don't think I'm going to install that because I really don't need it, since my vehicle already has a compass. But overall, guys, this has been one of the best dash cams I've ever received and used so far. And one thing I do like compared to the other ones that I've used before is once you turn it off and you want it to, and you just want it to be pretty much a mirror, it pretty much acts as a mirror. And it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but in person, this definitely looks like a mirror. All these other ones, it looks like you can still see the screen. With this one, you can't even tell if it's a screen or not until you actually power it back on. And it just looks like a normal like mirror, like you could kind of see right here. I'm putting the brightness a little bit higher on my phone just for you to be able to tell, but legit looks just like a straight up mirror, and you wouldn't even know until you just turn it back on and you can impress anybody that you have in your vehicle. So I just want to say thank you, Pelsee, for sending this out. It's a really great product, and for anybody watching this video and is interested in ordering this, I'm going to put the information down below in the description. Go ahead and order it, check it out. If you guys are really worried about driving in the city or wherever, and you feel like you want to have that peace of mind where you have something protecting your vehicle when you're not there, a dash cam's always a great thing. And I've always said this in so many of my videos, it should get to the point where wherever a car is being sold, it should come with the dash cam already. And to me, to be honest, we're getting there. We're getting to that point where a dash cam is being integrated into a lot of newer vehicles. I mean, Tesla's one of those companies. If you get a C8 Corvette, they might not have a built-in dash cam, but they do have the digital mirror that you're able to see the back. And that's getting a little bit closer and closer to what would be every single car having a dash cam in the vehicle. I think it's not only like a necessity to have, but it's also like a safety thing where if an accident ever happens or somebody ever breaks into your car or anything like that, I think it will give you the peace of mind to whatever owner that their car is safe and protected.